Is the Razer Viper Mini the best value mouse on the market at this moment in time? Let's take a look and find out. Roll the intro. Hey guys, welcome to Finesse Gaming. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. So today's video is going to be a review of the Razer Viper Mini, which I picked up about a week ago from Amazon, and we're going to go over all of the pros and cons, and we'll just see if this is the best value mouse at this moment in time on the market. There's not much else that's in this price range at this quality, so let's take a look. Let's go. Okay, the first thing to notice is how well this is actually packaged. The box that it comes in is very, very good. It gives you lots of information all around it of all the different features of the mouse. So you can see here it's got all the different dimensions, and the mouse is quite small. Like I said, it's got the Razer optical mouse switch, which generates a response time of 0.2 milliseconds, which is 3 times quicker than most mechanical switches. And it's got the cable as well. It gives the details of the cable. On the back, it's got you all the details of the weight and everything else that comes with the mouse. So the actual weight of the mouse is 61 grams, which is very, very light. And they've obviously managed to get that weight by reducing the size of the mouse. So you can see here's box is packaged really well. It's got a nice little booklet that comes with it. Tells you all the different information in there. It's worth reading through just before you start. And then in the actual box itself, you've got the cable, which is a braided cable. Very, very lightweight, easy to move. They call it their Speed Flex cable, but it's just a good cable, okay? Much, much better than some of the other mice at this price range. And it's a well protected mouse. It comes out of the box nicely. You can see it's got the RGB there on the Razer sign. It's got RGB underneath as well. It's got like an underglow as you put the mouse on the mat. Very, very light, 61 grams, easy to move about. It's got the good mouse feet at the bottom, and it is nice and simple to move about. So if you were to compare this in size to some of the other mice, two that we have here, one's the Xtrfy M4 and the other one is the Corsair Scimitar Pro. So you can see the size is much, much smaller. It's a lower mouse, it's a shorter mouse, and it's not as wide from side to side either. So you can tell the difference in the size on both of these. This Xtrfy one is a very lightweight mouse as well, so it's quite light, but nowhere near as light as the Razer Mini. And like I said, the feet on the bottom, you can see it moving around nice and easily now in a second on the mouse pads. And you can also see the RGB underglow at the very back of the mouse and the RGB Razer sign. So like I said a second ago, it moves around the mouse pads very well. It's a very smooth movement. The cable doesn't get in the way. It doesn't make any friction. It doesn't make it tough to push around, so it's easy to use. So let's go through some of the positives and some of the negatives with this mouse. The positives to begin with, and the biggest positive, is this mouse is $39.95 at full price. If you're lucky enough to get it like me at sale, £32, which is an absolute bargain for this mouse. The quality of it for that is second to none. I don't think you'll find a mouse as good as this one for that price. But obviously that price isn't that expensive compared to some mice. So let's go through some of the other positives now with the actual mouse, with the technology, and then we'll go over a couple of the negatives. The other positives then to go over are the weight of the mouse. So this mouse is 61 grams, like I've said, which is very, very light compared to a lot of mice out there on the market. My old one, which is the Xtrfy M4, was 69 grams, which was lightweight as well, but this one is 8 grams lighter, and that is noticeable in game. It's so easy to move around the mouse pad, and you don't notice any form of resistance. It's really, really nice. And if you can control the DPI in the right settings for you, it's easy to track people as well. Next, we've got the actual cable, so that is a positive. It's a lovely cable, it doesn't snag up. You wouldn't even notice this being actually wired at all. It's a fantastic cable, lightweight, easy to move. Next is the switch. The switch on both side buttons and the actual main switches do feel fantastic. You can tell they're made of high quality materials, which is what you'd expect from Razer anyway. And you can tell that they are very, very good. It's the optical switch that they use in their mice. So the response time is very good as well. Okay, the one last positive then. The RGB is actually very nice, okay? It's not as good as some other mouse, fair enough, but this for £40 is good RGB. You've got that little underglow, which is at the back of the mouse, and you've got, actually I can show you this here. So you've got that at the bottom of the mouse there, and you've got the main RGB on the Razer sign. So both good. They both kind of match up together. It is a positive. I don't think you can change the two. They're just going to match up together. But it does look nice when it's on the mouse pad. Okay, not all positives though, unfortunately, guys. There's a couple of negatives, and one of them really depends upon how you want to play and what kind of games that you play. So the DPI on this mouse only goes up to 8,500, which, to be honest, I never even go above 800, so I don't know why we need it, but I mean, there are people that must go up there. But yeah, you can buy the top mice now. They have 16,000 DPI, so this is less than or just over half of that. But I mean, if you only ever use 1,000, maybe 1,600, maybe 1,000, then it's going to make no difference whatsoever. But if you do want a high DPI mouse, this one is only going to go up to 8,500. So going to be a bit of a negative if you want that. But I mean, if you don't, it's no problem whatsoever. The other negative, and this is really on the feel of the actual mouse. So the plastic up the top here, okay, is a bit rough. Okay, this doesn't feel that great compared to some other mice on the market. It is a little bit rougher. Now, whether or not that's done purposely to reduce the weight, I don't know if that's a special plastic, or whether or not they've just done it to reduce the price. Whichever it is, you know, you can't fault them for changing the price and reducing the weight to what it is for the amount of money it is. So although it's a negative, it's a £40 mouse, so maybe we shouldn't expect too much high quality plastic in there. But other than that, the actual plastic on the buttons is very nice. That feels quite smooth actually. Just quite rough at the top here. So I don't know if you can still hear that, but it is a little bit rougher at the top. Okay, and then lastly, this is a positive or a negative, depending upon your hand size. So my hands are quite small, and I guess any like kids out there, some women playing with a mouse, this is going to suit your hand size better than people who have bigger hands. Okay, so this is quite a small mouse, given the name Mini, so it's a little bit smaller than all of the others. I'll put the measurements up on the screen now with a little picture that comes with the box, so you can see it nice and clearly. This compared to the standard Razer Viper, so you can see it is a little bit smaller. It depends what kind of grip you use though. I use either a palm grip or a claw grip, but mainly a claw grip I suppose when I'm playing the game, so it fits my hands quite nicely. It's not uncomfortable, it does kind of sit into the palm quite nicely up in your hand. So I can't really fault it for the size. It's actually a positive for me, but again, it will depend upon your hand size and what kind of mouse you want and what mouse you're used to. If you've got smaller hands, then this mouse will be perfectly fine for you. So to sum it up, is this the best mouse on the market? No. But is this the best value mouse on the market? Do you get the best value for the money that you have to spend and the quality of the materials and the quality of the mouse? I have to say at this moment in time, for all the mice that I've tested, the answer is yes. There is not much at any price point that I can find that gives you the bang for the buck that this one will. Yes, you do get better quality materials if you go higher price. Yes, you do get some more DPI, maybe some more RGB or whatever it is you kind of want, but generally you're going to get the same switches. These are optical switches. They are very good. It is a very lightweight mouse. It's got a good cable, so you've got a lot of good positive things going for it. If you don't want more buttons than what this one's got, so this one's got 6 buttons. You've also got the left click and the right click, the one on the top that does the DPI, you've got the scroll wheel and the scroll wheel click, and then you've got the 2 on the side as well. So there's 6 buttons altogether. So for the price, this mouse has to be one of the best value, if not the best value mouse on the market at this moment in time. If you can pick it up for £32, I don't think you can beat the value of that. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please consider dropping a like, hit that subscribe button and turn notifications on. Your support will be hugely appreciated. Also, you can find me streaming on Twitch and Facebook. Links will be in the description below if you want to come and check them out. It'd be great to see you there. And also, if you do want to check out this mouse, please check the description below. I'll add the links down there. You can go and check them out on Amazon. But until next time, guys, keep gaming, keep safe. Good night. GG.